Hello, people. I have finished a book. It's too dark for me to do the traditional garage video. Uh, and also, the fucking power lines behind my house, all up and down the block, were arcing. So we had a little bit of excitement here. And I don't know, the power's working in my bedroom here, but I tried to turn the light on in the garage, and it's not coming on. So this is what I finished. Tacitus. And this is important. The little box down at the bottom of the page says Studies in Latin Literature and Its Influence. There's like 7 chapters in here, and they're each written by a different author. Every one of these authors has no problem putting like a half a page of Latin and giving you no translation. The type of books that I read, I guess that's not real unusual. German and French, I will go ahead and read the sentence and see if I can figure it out. But Latin's a little bit different. I just completely skipped it. And yes, I know there's plenty of Latin words that we use on a day-to-day basis, and I probably could have went ahead and did it, but I don't know, I was lazy. It wasn't that great of a book. I want to find Tacitus Germania, because that gets referenced all the fucking time. And this book didn't have a whole lot about it. The first chapter was about, it did go into Germania. There was maybe 5 pages of info on Germania. The rest of it was about, his first book was called Agricola. And Agricola was a Roman general that campaigned in Britain. And he was also Tacitus. He was also his father-in-law. So Tacitus, I don't know, he tried to suck up to him by writing a book about him. Made him seem great. Not that he wasn't great. He was successful. Untranslated Latin. I'm looking at my notes. And I write here that there should be a big red warning label. I mean, there was a lot of it. There probably, if I put it all together, right, 10, 15 pages of pure Latin. It was only a 170-page book. Didn't take me long to read. I finished it this morning before I went to work. They talk about the Romans circumnavigating Britain. They did it in the year 84. And they also talk about a guy named Pythias of Marseille, and apparently he was quite the navigator. You know, I don't know, that shit just fascinates me, the guys that did this stuff way before anybody else did. I want to get that Germania book because I'm fascinated by authors from antiquity that delve into geography, and they try to be naturalists, and that's interesting to me. The 3rd chapter regarding Britain is actually good. Like I said, this wasn't a great book, but there was some info in there. And I have one little paragraph to read. Page 149, so I gotta find that. Yeah, the power lines behind my house were arcing all over the fucking place. One of the people that live, it's not really behind me, it's kitty corner to my house. He's got a lot of trees there, a lot of box elder trees. and the line runs right through the middle of this tree, and it was just sparking and shit. Okay, here it is, second paragraph, page 149. All the same, for the first 3/4 of the 16th century, Tacitus' reputation was a mixed one. He was criticized on 2 counts, for writing bad Latin and for referring to the Christians in the 15th book of the Annals as notoriously depraved. So, for example, Alciati described his style as a thicket of thorns, and Boudet called him the most wicked of writers. And then there's a sentence of Latin. And I'm going to read a little bit here in this third paragraph. On the other hand, he was taken up by German humanists because his praise of the courage and liberty of the Germanic tribes suited their growing national consciousness. Tacitus wrote towards the end of the 1st century CE. And this final chapter here is called Tacitism. And they talk about, just how people have viewed Tacitus throughout the years. Now and there is some excerpts from Tacitus, from his various books. Oh, hello. My cat came up to see me. Hello, Kimbert. The cat's not too sure what the hell's going on here because the fridge is turned off, everything's turned off, so all the normal noises in the house have stopped. Tacitus wrote several books, but I've seen Germania referenced dozens of times. I've even seen where somebody called it the most dangerous book ever written, because apparently it was co-opted by the Nazis, and I don't know, I want to read it. I did. I ordered it one time back when I was working at the chemical plant, when I was doing the plant manager thing. I ordered it, and it arrived. It was a beautiful book. The only problem was it was written in German, and we tried to return the thing. They got their book back, but I never got my money back. Anyways, thanks for watching. I am into another book.